Steadfast, Distraction, Black Hole. That's right, today I will be ranking the best and the worst classes in For the King. Let us begin. If you like being legally classified as a wall, then Blacksmith is for you. With the highest vitality in the game, this beefy boy can take whatever thrown at him. Not to mention the passive skill Steadfast, which completely denies enemy attacks. If I didn't know any better, I would say that Blacksmith is the best tank in the game. Oh my god! In For the King, speed is king. Tanky as he may be, with the lowest speed in the game like that, the whole team will die before Blacksmith can even move. For that, Blacksmith gets a spot in C tier. The Hunter. On paper, absolutely cracked. Highest speed, highest awareness in Pharaoh, which means they go first. And in a turn-based game, going first is basically cheating. So naturally you would expect them to be insane. And statistically, they kind of are. Those raw numbers alone should shove Hunter straight to A tier, maybe higher. But there's a problem. A tiny, barely noticeable, completely devastating problem. Awareness weapons. Now, hear me out. Awareness weapons, they also deal damage, just a little less. They're like strength weapons, but weak. And then there's Called Shot, which sounds amazing until you realize it only works if you equip a bow. And bows, just to be clear, do even less damage. So your big class-defining mechanic is locked behind a weapon type that already underperforms. But hey, at least it's good for auto farming. So despite having the highest speed in the game, Hunter lands comfortably in B tier. Busker. Oh, this man is built different. He's got both talent and strength, which means he can either sit at the back playing loot support or suddenly whip out a great sword and bonk enemy in the head.
KO!
And the gold multiplier? It adds up a lot. If you have a Busker on your team, just remember one thing. Sharing is not mandatory. Give all your gold to Busker to maximize the gold multiplier effect. Distraction is also an incredible power. In this game, it's all about the perfect strikes. So being able to disrupt just one row will make a huge difference. The Busker is your solid pick for talent hero, but low speed. And in this game, speed is king. While Busker can build your retirement fund, faster talent heroes will still be a better pick. And with that, the Busker lands in B tier. The Scholar. Now this is a gold standard for an intelligent class. Having the highest intelligence stat in the entire game and having the highest speed among all intelligence class. If Hunter is the fastest kid in the school, Scholar is the gifted kid who's sprinting down the hallway while finishing tomorrow's homework. Efficient, dangerous. Scholar is S tier. Instead of being a walking brick wall like the Blacksmith, Woodcutter trades some of that bulk for more damage and a bit more speed, which, as you know, in this game, speed is king. And then you look at his strength, the highest in the game, which helps with landing those sweet perfect strikes. And that matters because his Justice ability only triggers off a perfect strike with a two-handed weapon, adding splash damage to his attacks. When it triggers, it feels amazing. Suddenly one enemy becomes 3 problems solved. Woodcutter is very strong. However, thanks to one strength class that is so strong it completely throws the whole game off balance, Woodcutter is not the strongest. And with that, Woodcutter lands in B tier. The Herbalist. Now this class has something very important. Party heal, which is arguably the single most must-have skill in the entire game. You press one button and suddenly your whole team is alive again, and all it costs is just one Godspear. In a vacuum, this class is S tier, but we do not live in a vacuum because Scholar exists. Yes, party heal is amazing, but here's the thing, you can get party healing from items. which means Herbalist's biggest selling point isn't even exclusive. They're great for beginners if you're learning the game, but once you start to understand the systems, they start to feel more like a glorified walking pipe diffuser, C tier. This is basically the Busker, but without the part where he can actually bonk things. Instead of distraction, Minstrel has Encourage, which gives a chance to turn a party member's failed slot roll into a success. And don't get me wrong, it feels amazing when a heavy attack gets all 5 rolls. But if we're ranking abilities, distraction from the Busker wins. Because if you want to get a perfect strike, we already have focus for that. But stopping the enemy from deleting my skull in one turn, that's priceless. So while Encourage is nice and Minstrel is supportive, they don't bring the same impact as Busker. Minstrel land in C tier. At first glance, the Trapper just looks like a slower hunter. Same awareness class, just not as good. But if you actually look at the stat instead of assuming things, that talent number is kind of suspiciously high. And that changes everything. Because as an awareness class, Trapper isn't that special. Fast, yes. Unique, not really. Awareness weapons are still not so great. But when you shift perspective and treat Trapper like a talent hero, now we're talking. Suddenly, you're looking at the fastest talent hero in the game. And in a meta where speed is king, being the fastest in a stat that actually matters is a huge deal. Trapper takes an A tier. Treasure Hunter f***ing sucks. They have no good abilities, the stats are all over the place, and they are almost the slowest class in the game. Treasure Hunter is D tier. At first glance, the Hobo looks concerning. No standout stats, no abilities, and starts with 2 max focus. The Hobo seems like a joke class, but then you stop judging and you treat him like a strength class. Decent health, good speed, solid strength, and suddenly it clicks. He's not flashy, he's not specialized, he's just efficient. He swings hard, he goes early enough to matter, and he doesn't need clothes to save Faru. He's almost the best strength class in the game. Almost. There is that one other class. You know the one. So Hobo can't quite reach S tier yet. A tier. If you like personally escorting enemies to the Shadow Realm, then Astronomer is for you. They have Black Hole, which, when it triggers on a direct attack, just removes an enemy from combat. Not deals big damage, not almost kills, just gone. Sent to another dimension without notice. I thought this was the most OP skill in the game when I saw it for the first time. But there's a catch. If Black Hole triggers, you don't get the XP, you don't get the gold, you lose any enemy specific loot. So congratulations, you saved time, but also deleted your paycheck. On the bright side, it gives you star matter, which is cool. Still, in most runs, you'd rather have Scholars refocus or Herbalist party heal, which are more useful, so Astronomer lands in B tier. The Monk. Yes, he has party heal. Yes, that's cool. We like not dying. So already, he's competing with Herbalist in the healer department. But discipline? That's the fun part. On a crit or a killing blow, he's guaranteed to restore 1 focus to his teammates, assuming they're empty. Being rewarded for playing the game a certain way, in this case keeping your team focus empty at all times, and making it viable will always have a place in my heart. His strength is decent, his speed is respectable, he can actually contribute while enabling the team. Monk lands comfortably in A tier. The class you've been waiting for, the Gladiator. Okay, deep breath. This class is ridiculous. It's a strength class, that's fine. We've seen those. Big weapon, big damage, probably slow. That's a trade-off. That's how balance works. Except Gladiators are not slow. They are one of the fastest classes in the game. Why? Gladiator has as much speed as Hobo, as much speed as the guy who traded speed for a wooden stick, 1 less focus, and no abilities. The difference is that Gladiator did not have to trade any of this. They start with 3 focus and 2 of the best starting weapons in the game in 1 class. Why? And then they have skills, plural, both good. Gladiator has entertain, like Busker, so they make money. Why is the strength monster also your accountant? And then that's glory. Glory, a chance to temporarily increase attack damage at the beginning of combat, not after, not maybe it triggers, not if the stars align. It just tells you, hey, you're about to ruin someone's day. Meanwhile, Hunter is over there waiting for called shot to maybe feel relevant. Woodcutter is praying for justice to come out. Gladiator just walks in primed up. This class is so absurdly overtuned, it makes every other strength class irrelevant. Why pick Woodcutter? Why pick Hobo? Why pick anyone? Gladiator does more damage, has more speed, makes more money, starts better, scales better. It does everything. Every time you're drafting a team, it's like, I could be creative. No, pick Gladiator. S tier, not debatably S tier, not situationally S tier. S tier. I am tired. Are you fucking kidding me?